Good Tuesday afternoon. We start in the back of the yard with some roses. This was a plant that was here before I moved in. Continues to blossom every year, which is nice. Meanwhile, the two rose bushes that I planted are dead. So about that green thumb. Gonna do a quick run through before I eat some lunch. Working from home today. Had a dentist appointment. You'll be happy to know. All clear. No cavities. So if you're curious about that update, we see a bee pollinating. This is a zucchini that I got from Christina, surrounded by weeds. So maybe later tonight I can pull out the weeds and water this, which would probably be helpful. Good afternoon, Brian. A lot of weeds here. I've thought about doing something with mulch or planting something else back along the fence. This, while lush, is kind of gross. I don't know what these plants are. Initially I thought they were rhubarb, but they're not. Prepare to be disgusted. They're like all these little, I don't know if they're bugs. It's gross. But nevertheless, lush, I guess. So there's that. Pivoting over to the garden and the dry lawn. Kale is still growing abundantly. Need to water the garden today. I picked off a bunch of pea pods last night for dinner, which was really good. So we see some buggies are snacking on the kale, getting their fiber. Carrots continuing to grow some leaves, but we still don't know. I poked around the other day in the soil and didn't really see any carrot, so could just be all green and no carrot. Beets, looks like the garden's just pretty thirsty, so I'll hose it down. I picked out some of the trees that it grew, so we see that there is a tree. This looks a lot like a tomato, which is kind of weird because I didn't plant any tomatoes in here. So maybe some remnant seeds from last year. So the pea pods, I don't know, there are a couple more flowers, so we'll see if it produces any more vegetables. Otherwise, green onions growing strong, mint growing strong. Thanks, Christina. Cilantro is still here, flowering, so that would turn to coriander once it's done. I tried to clean this up a little bit. That's lavender from my mom. I got that probably 2 years ago. Still growing. And then we'll go to the side of the house. Did a little bit of work last night. This might take a week or two to show any change, but I dug up the tomatoes, kind of like a surgery game. Because they weren't growing. So we see they're now kind of on their side, but what I did was I dug around them, pulled it up, so tried not to damage the roots too much, and put a bunch of compost and dug a deeper hole, because I think these aren't growing well for two reasons. Either the plants weren't that good, because I got them from a nursery, but not the same one that I did last year. So we'll see if that is the reason or just the soil. So hopefully this makes a difference, but we'll see. So these need water. You can see they're pretty sad and droopy. But hey, Travis, there you go. You got your shout out. And then, so those are the tomatoes. The peppers, I just put a little Miracle-Gro. I'll run the sprinkler to water these. So several peppers, again, these aren't growing that well either. So a little sad because put all the time in and it's not growing too much. So tomatillo, also not really growing that much. Then side of the house, we see our first morning glory. Yay! So there are a ton of them in here, and you can also see it's kind of gross. There are all these like little red beetle-y looking bugs. It's disgusting. And then there's a cucumber from Christina that hopefully will grow up the trellis. And then in the corner, it might have died. Oh, sad day. That was a cantaloupe. Look, it's gross. All these little red bugs. So that is the garden update. Thanks for joining. Hope everyone has a great lunch. Sun is out. Blue skies. Have a great day, and I don't know. I don't have any other advice other than the dentist says to floss. So be sure to do that. All right, have a great day, everybody. Bye!